Hey, and welcome, you guys. Excuse my few minutes of lateness. I was going to be on time, but I had to go kill a tarantula. That's what my child said it was, a tarantula. It was a sizable spider, but I digress. And also apologies for the reschedule, things be happening. And everything is okay. So anybody that had a comment, everything's cool. How you guys doing? Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. A little hot, little hot, little hot. Let us wrap up Summer House, y'all. It is the season finale for season 2. How did you guys enjoy the season? Oh, let me put my banner on. How did you guys enjoy the season? I think it was pretty cool. Next year, I want a lot less crying and a lot less beefing. But other than that, I'll take it. Let me guys know when you come into the room. If you're on Facebook, feel free to come on over to YouTube. If you're on Twitter, feel free to come over to YouTube. You can leave a comment. And I guess we will get right into it. It's the season 2, episode 9, the finale episode. That's such a weird number to have a finale, episode 9. But I digress. The fall of summer. Summer went out bad, y'all. I feel like I should go back and watch season 1 because I totally forgot about the whole thing where her and Bria, because I thought I remember liking Summer, but what do I know exactly? So now, of course, what we gonna do at Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Also, excuse me not being on camera, you guys, but they're gonna leave us with a to be continued, right? So we're opening where we left off last episode. Like I said, it's really not necessary to put to be continued. Like we could kind of figure it out. And Nick is telling Bria he is the only one who was there for her last year when she blacked out on everyone and made sure she was okay and fed. And Bria cares not. Okay, Bria going Bria. She don't do nothing else. So she walks away. And in the confessional, Amir says he's glad that he, meaning Nick, is not mad at Natalie because he couldn't be raising his voice to his girl like that. Amir, I'm with you on that one. And no, nobody should be raising their voice at Natalie. However, okay, she did start all of this. And you just don't want to make peace with that. I wonder, so they did the reunion already. The reunion is going to be this Sunday coming up, right? I wonder if they got to watch the episodes before they did the reunion. I think they did because no, he ain't gonna be for real because I think he just did an interview with somebody and was saying he wasn't coming back. If she wasn't coming back, and bye Natalie, bye Amir. So Nick is kind of like, him being flirty with Bria, Shanice, and Noelle is not a thing, and words matter. I have to slow down. I feel like I don't know, out of it, rush my words, something. Look, the spider thing had your girl a little bit rattled. And my one son is out and the other one is sleeping. They don't have school tomorrow. I have work. They don't have school tomorrow, but back to the show. Hey, Shayna. Hey. Thank you for coming through. Not much to talk about, but we're going through this whole rehashing this whole thing with Nick and the ladies. So Preston asks, like, how do we move forward? What's the resolution? And Nick is like, he kind of feels like he can't be himself. And Summer in her confessional is also confusion. Like, how do other ladies get involved? Summer, listen, I'm with you when you're right, sis. I have no idea. And Jasmine is there after the whole thing is over to kind of offer a hug. She's like, may I? I'm like, yes. Yes to y'all asking for consent. Crack me up. So Preston is like, listen, Bria is a child, which we already know. And no one else gets to not confront things. Because like I said, Bria done stormed out the room and she's up in the room talking shit to Simon. So Alex is like, listen, I'm going to try to get her to come back down. Noelle is apologizing to Nick for how things were relayed to Tasia and not him. Noelle, yet another person that did not need to be involved in the madness. Um, and Nick is kind of apologizing for raising his voice. I was asking you guys how you felt about that last episode. Necessary, no, but sometimes this whole situation really got out of hand. It's honestly not worth talking about it, but since we recapping the show, we're gonna go over it. But it's like y'all just inserted yourself somewhere where you really didn't need to be. The two people that had issue with it already dealt with it, and if they have another issue with it, they can go and talk to Nick, and that was Summer and Jordan. You guys had nothing else to do with it other than you overheard. And Bria be making my ass itch. So Alex does get Bria to come back downstairs. She's like, let's talk about it so people can hear each other. And be honest, I said, so now Bria's saying flirty, but not that you're trying to have sex with me. I'm like, girl, pick a struggle. Like, he wasn't even flirting with you. Every time they hit us with the flashback, it's like, you're really reaching. That's true. Nothing else happened. So this was honestly the bulk of it. Everything else after this, they kind of sped through and got us to the end and said goodbye, and we'll see you on Sunday. So I think it's definitely going to be a live, but since we're not working Monday, I may do the live on Monday, and I may have a guest. So stay tuned, but I have to double check and see how my guest availability is. So Nick is frustrated naturally. Jasmine is asking, like, oh, how are you and Tasia? I'm sorry that, I didn't get a chance to know her. I want to know how they broke up. So hopefully we get to address that on the reunion, because, yikes. The whole thing is finally over, and what we see is Nick give Bria a hug at the end of the stairs. I'm like, please, yes. Let us move on. Let us move on. Hey, Monique 69 Ways. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Harold. Hey. Thank you for joining us. So the next day, Simon and Natalie are finally leaving. We could have got rid of Simon and Natalie first and left Donald and Tasia, but here we are. And Amir doesn't want her to go because with her there, he gets to have fun without limitations. And now he has to temper himself again. Amir, go home. Go home, because you could have very well packed your bags and left with her. Okay, we're gonna see Summer leaving a little bit. Amir, you could have gone too. It's all right, boy. We wouldn't have missed you. So Alex has a friend, Josiah, that's supposed to be coming, and they're gonna do Feel the Space, which is a music community that he founded in New York City. They're gonna sip, paint, and serenade for the invited and uninvited. I said, "Oh, catch that shade, Summer. It's been inside you, girl." Yeah. So that night they're at the beach. It's, nighttime. You're getting the vibe. Waves, waves, waves. They're playing music. Yes. Shanice wasn't here for the vibe, but I thought it was kind of cute. I was like, this is my kind of vibe. Late night on the beach, little paint, little music, little sip. I'm with it. Maybe it's an older vibe. Shanice just like to drink and have fun, be naked. So they're presenting their paintings and they're explaining them. And, Amir's got a lighthouse and this, that, and the third. And Summer's like, because the dark goes into the light and we're in and out of time and space and things and light and heavy. And we'll stop there. Couple more people. Most people did good. Some of the not so good ones, I noticed we didn't get no explanations for those, but I digress. So Summer's just really going through it. And before they had left to go do this whole Feel the Space thing, Noelle was kind of saying to Jasmine that she was going to keep Summer at a distance because she still had not gotten over what was going on and didn't know if she can trust her and things of that nature. It was quite a dry finale, y'all. Hey, Brandy Yvonne. Correct myself. Hey, girl. So now when they get back to the house, Summer tells Preston and Jordan she's been feeling heavy. She doesn't want to be in the house and make people uncomfortable. Ma'am, I don't know why it took you so long to decide this. You could have gone a long time ago or not came at all, but to come here with this funky attitude and be mad. And honestly, this is just my opinion. I feel like had things not gone the way they did between her and Alex, this might have been a little bit more of an enjoyable trip for her. But since she came there and that energy was yeah, nah, not gonna happen. Um, it just made her panties be even more in a bunch. So with 2 days left, she's decided to leave. She says she can't pretend to be happy and she needs her rest. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. You couldn't suffer through it twice. Child, I hear you. I hear you. It was I think I had to watch it in two parts as I was dozing off, much like Monique. So the next day, Amir and Nick, they go to play some golf, although Amir doesn't play golf. Really nothing to talk about. They talk about Natalie and Tasia really quickly. And we're getting a flashback of Nick talking to the ladies about what really happened. I said, see, now, why didn't you guys show us that? You showed us all of that action and Bria acting a doggone fool and Natalie standing there looking stupid when y'all sat down and had a whole calm conversation and got to the root of the problem, which was Natalie. And Amir is upset that they involve Natalie. He says she lives by the girl code and her hands are completely clean, but it's not her fault. False, incorrect, true, you're wrong. Um, like I said, I wish it would be a situation where Amir's eyes would be open and he could actually take a look at the show and see what we're seeing, but he's only gonna see what he's gonna see, which is, this clear person is right because yeah, why? Yikes. Hey, Aries. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, girl? So Summer tells Jasmine she's decided to go home. Jasmine looks a little shocked, but she gets it. So they go to say their goodbyes. Now she apologizes to Bria and Shanice, and Bria's like, girl, you may need a spiritual bath. Bria, you're not wrong, but you need a spiritual bath too, girl, a lot, and maybe some holy water while you're at it. Now Noelle is in the bed, and she's just not interested in saying goodbye, and Summer never even makes her way upstairs. Like she's looking outside, like, oh, she outside? I don't see her. Where's she at? Oh, all right. All right, y'all. I'll holler. Oh, girl, you just not gonna go upstairs and say, oh, okay. That's what we doing. Harold. You could say that 1,000 times, okay? Because he's just the huger part of the problem is huger. That's not a word. The larger part of the problem is Amir is so not self-aware of anything. And he is so, we'll use the word smitten by this woman that he just cannot see the forest for the trees. And it was hell of annoying. Hello, Janae. I hope I'm not pronouncing. You're here because of Harold. Well, thank you. And thank you, Harold, for bringing the people on over here. So the ladies are poolside, and just as they're about to talk about Summer leaving, Milo decides he going, this is about how exciting the episode was. That episode was so uneventful that Milo decided to pull a disappearing act. Okay, we seen a little clip of Milo opening the fence. I said Milo is very smart. And he might not be an emotional support dog, but he is going to support his emotions, okay? Because Bria is a lot. And that's why Milo was always somewhere tearing up some shit, I'm convinced. So everyone is looking for Milo. People coming from inside the house, outside the house. Just one, is he over there? Is he over here? Inside the gate, outside the gate, in the woods? I'm like, I hope y'all don't got ticks. So like 30 minutes later, he just comes running across the lawn like, hey, what y'all doing? Oh, I've been here all along. I said, yeah, we feel the same way, Milo. So at dinner time, Amir got a whole bug up his behind. He wants to know why they had a conversation with Natalie why they had a conversation when Natalie wasn't there to speak her piece, because we didn't need her piece. We had enough of her piece, Amir. That's why they sat the people in the house, the house business, and had house conversations without the outsider. Okay. So they're kind of saying it's dead, but for Amir, it is not. listen, and that's another thing. She had her time to do that. She put her little church finger up one time and was like, "Well, that was me." And other than that, she sat there and watched him. I don't want to say tear into the ladies, but have a very serious conversation with these ladies and have to get all these rumors dispelled. And she really did not engage much in the conversation, or so she had her time to do that, and she did not do it. Um, he thinks they were trying to put it all on Natalie. She played a big part, in my opinion, Amir. Like, come on, open your eyes. Nick wants Bria to be accountable, but she feels like it's all on Natalie now. The larger part, yes, but y'all shouldn't be having that conversation in front of her. And Bria, you were running a lot of information back to her. You were definitely giving her a play-by-play to turn around and then now be mad. But I digress. So Amir's raising his voice to tell her, don't raise your voice at me. Amir, that okay. All right, I'm gonna use inside voices. So now you don't have the conversation anymore, and he storms out and screams and hollers outside. I was like, that's real mature. That's okay. So Jasmine's like, listen, I want to dead it. Like, little baby Cooper is not with all the shits. Preston's like, there were questions that were asked. He didn't like the answers, and she yelled. It's simple. I'm like, Preston always got to get to the point. Like, y'all doing a whole lot of yapping. Preston just wants to get to the point and move on with life. So now he comes back inside and he's like, he didn't get mad at anyone. No, you didn't. Could have fooled me. He's like, I just wanted clarity. And Jasmine's like, it's just tomfoolery at this point. So now Bria's calmed down, but she asserts it was Natalie who wanted to take it to Tasia. I will have to agree with that part. Again, you should not have been having this conversation in front of her, and you should not have been sharing the house business with this woman. Oh, thank you, Hera. Hey, JB. Alex just wants to move on because it's almost time to go home. I'm like, yeah, because at this point, I think it was like day 13 or 15, something like that. So yeah, because now we move on. We're day 14. Some of the group, they head out for, bike riding, and they're skipping rocks. And Alex is like, listen, Grand Rising. Shout out to Brandy Yvonne. I don't like arguing with the ladies. Amir's like, I agree. However, respect commands respect. And Alex is like, okay, right. Yes, but let's practice communicating what we have to say. And when she flips, we need to disengage. Now, I wouldn't word it that way and say disengage, but I will say you don't always have to match the person's energy. Like, that's like a very young concept. And, I've been guilty of doing that. We've all been guilty of matching energy. But in this, I know they're a little bit younger than me, but in this day and age, we don't need to match energy because that's going to bring our energy down. So I think I like saying that a little bit better than saying disengage. What you saying, Harold? Jordan and Summer had already squashed their issue with, so the fact that the other girls were further pushing the narrative, that was annoying and justified. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's what I was saying. Like, you are stepping into somebody else's, those three ladies were not a part of it all. So now you're stepping into somebody else's situation. Like you said, they've already resolved it. And so here we are. But, I guess they needed something to do because I wouldn't have been like, but I got why he was upset. I sure did. So now the ladies, except for Shanice, because Shanice is with the fellas, and minus, so Preston's there in the house somewhere. Shanice over there with Alex and Amir and Nick, and then the rest of the ladies, that's Jordan, Jasmine, Bria. They sitting there, right? And they're talking about where to meet men in New York, different hotels and stuff. I was like, girl, let me get my little notebook out real quick, even though I don't be in a city like that. And so they're like, oh, can you have more than one soulmate? And the ladies are kind of like, yes. And Jasmine was like, I don't have the energy to be. We get it, girl. You married and you got a full belly. So, it's all good. And they ask her, I think it was Jordan asked Bria, is Simon your soulmate? She was like, nope. They're like, not even one of them. She's like, no. My soulmate is in Tribeca. Bria is a whole ass handful. Now, she ain't telling the ladies. She ain't telling the producer. She's like, it's Nunya, right? So she says, yeah, there's fire around me and Simon, but like soulmate energy is different. I will have to agree. But yikes. So she's like, we'll probably get married. He's my person, but as a soulmate, no. I said, yeah, and Simon gonna be an ex-husband too. Like, okay, first husbands club. I don't have I don't have the energy and I'm not married or pregnant. Yeah, girl, me neither. If I was younger, I might. I'll be telling my son that, like, just date. As long as you're out front with people, that's where the biggest thing is. As long as you're up front with people, like, I'm dating, trying to figure out what it is, trying to figure out where I want to be, then that's perfectly fine. It's when you start lying and doing all kinds of backhanded stuff that, it gets out of control and disrespectful. But yeah, nope. So now Jasmine is hosting a dinner on the beach. I liked her dress. It was cute, like little flowy, showed her a little bump. She's like, they need to reflect and reconnect. I'm like, yeah. And I was praying that this went well because Lord knows. Good evening, Daria. Happy Thursday. My day is better. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? She said Simon is not her person. Mm. Listen, Simon allows her to run all over him whilst doing whatever the hell he wants. So there's that. And I don't know how much is in Simon's bank account because I don't know. Listen, you think Simon got another little girlfriend somewhere? Because Bria a whole handful, y'all. She is a beautiful chocolate woman. And them feet, I wonder what size feet Bria has. 'Cause I know she's tall. Well, I think she's tall. She's slim, but them feet, let me mind my business. It's not even, I don't even know. I don't even know how I got there. Anyway, so now they're outside, they're on the beach. I don't like to, I'm not an eating outside type of girl. No, not for me. But it looked nice with the sunset. Everything was beautiful and serene. And I'm like, okay, let's hope we keep it that way. And they're like, oh, we're gonna do it with the impersonation game. Like Amir's like, are we still down to do it? And I was like, please, 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 please. So Alex is oh, oop, I spoiled it. Noelle gets I don't drink that. I'm a vegan. Waves, 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 which was Alex. Um Preston gets, I'm from the South, hey, hey, which was Noelle. Amir gets, do you want to take a shot with me? And like running around topless, which was Shanice. Alex gets up, he's taking his plate to bed with him. You gonna cry now? Which was Preston. And Bria gets speechless, hand moving. Look, I'm moving my hands behind the scenes, y'all. Move my hands behind the scenes, which if I was on camera, I'd be moving my hands too. Which was Jordan. And like I said, I was glad that everybody had a good laugh. It didn't go left. I thought for a minute that Bria was gonna be getting an attitude because that's kind of where they left us. I think when we went to like a little commercial type situation. But I was like, oh, she's doing Jordan. So it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. So now it's time to reflect. Yes, 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 yes. So Amir basically apologizes for matching energy. Bria's like, I don't like to argue. And we get a flashback that determined that was a lie. But she also apologizes for whatever she's apologizing for because I don't even think she knew. But, it's Bria, it's Bria. So Jordan says, she won't say she's sorry because she spends a lot of time running back, trying to remember, figure out what she did wrong and probably apologizing a lot because as Black women, Lord knows, we be apologizing for everything. She's like, now it's time to just learn to do the right thing and all of that. She's not a drunkard. Harold says Shanice is a drunkard. I get we're at a vineyard to have a good time, but ma'am, you were getting drunk, but naked and shaking your cakes in everyone's faces. And listen, she's the only part I appreciate about it though, because this whole season, everybody was dry as a piece of toast with nothing on it. Like, ooh, what are we doing? Y'all want to fuss, fight, argue? Yeah, this one's sad, that one's sad, which like I said, I get everybody has something going on. I'm like, can we lighten it up a little bit? Yeah, it's a little bit of levity. We don't have to have Shanice level levity, but just a little bit, okay? You think your best friend is your soulmate. We complete each other, non-sexual or not. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think I would tend to agree. I think I would tend to agree because your soulmate doesn't always have to be in a sexual or partner type of relationship because friendships are relationships also. So I think that's a good synopsis. What else do we have? Was that it? Oh, Nick is kind of like, I think we should ask ourselves, how can we do better? And people are just kind of like, what if I don't want to do better? Yeah, child. I know we don't, right? So it's day 15. It's time to pack up and go. And we don't really get much from day 15. Jasmine's essentially saying she had a lot of fires to put out this summer, from last summer, from being a newlywed and the bullshit that she went through with Silas. And, oh, baby, did y'all watch Carlos and Preston's little interview? If not, y'all should definitely go over there and check it out. I'll have it on my community tab because Preston was telling all the business, and I can't wait for this reunion. And I hope it's not dollars a box of rocks. But and then this is the other thing. Like, I get that we are trying to have a TV show, but you couldn't put none of these fires out before the summer, or let me not say that because it sounds like a lot of folks was ignoring you. Was ignoring you and taking trips without you because they ain't like how you was moving. I digress. So she's like, she's having a baby and he's thousands of miles away. She's on her own and da da da. And as she says that, she's in the truth booth and the whole group kind of comes in and is like, it's a vibe. And they're like, we're still all figuring it out. And we're just, okay, we're about to go on off. And as we're ending, it's 6 months later, and we get a home video of February 22nd, 2024. Silas Jr. is born. I was like, I was hugging my son. He was like, if you don't get off of me, I'm like, I miss them being that little. And Daddy Silas arrived 16 hours after she gave birth. I said, hallelujah, because I was a little bit worried about that. That's not too bad. That's less than 24 hours. We'll take it. I was like, oh, because that has to be something miserable, baby. Yes, we'll quickly talk about this reunion. Yeah, you was already underwhelmed with it being in the clubhouse. Yeah. The only thing, if you take it back though, like, so you didn't watch Blood, Sweat, and Heels. Blood, Sweat, and Heels season, I don't remember about season 2, but season 1, they had their reunion at the clubhouse too. That's how they do the blacks sometimes, but I digress. Um, mm-mm. Okay. Yes, he did with Carlos. He has been making the rounds because there's so many. He just, I think, did what really beat TV. I have to go check that one out. I didn't have time to watch it before I got on here, but definitely want to go over there and support. Yes, baby, the clubhouse. Yes, underwhelming, underwhelming. Like I said, but Blood, Sweat, and Heels was also a really long time ago, and I'm trying to remember like what they were doing. Reunion? Were they doing? I don't remember, but they did do theirs in the clubhouse for season 1. Season 2, I can't remember. Go ahead. I'll be right there in the comments. Go ahead and ask Preston for an interview. The ghetto, okay? White refrigerators and everything. Yeah, they didn't do them right, and that's why I was like, we got to stick beside it. Yep, I say go for it too. Ooh, child, the ghetto. Yeah, it was years ago. Yes, 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 yes. You're correct. They do have too many coins for that now. Listen, I mean, they ain't have one at all last season. They're like, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna give you one at the clubhouse. I'm like, not a watch what happens live extra. Okay, I guess. So I'm guessing the theme for the reunion. I gotta get a little pop thing for my mic because I be making all kinds of noise. Yeah, said this show not making. They doing this show so wrong. I hope they get a season 3. I really, really do. Let's look at some of these reunion looks, y'all. So I guess it was supposed to be pink. We're gonna go through it now, and like I said, I'll go through it again when I do my reunion recap. Potentially on check your note, blah, 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 blah. Keep your notifications on. check my community tab and all kinds of things. Because I think I'm gonna try to do it on since it's gonna be on Sunday and I don't have to work Monday. Like, let's just get it out of the way. But I have a guest that wants to come on, so or we wanted to do the reunion together. So I have to see if her schedule permits. But child, baby, who is this? The original Summer House first reunion. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think what part of the other thing is, had it been after season one, which also would have got some of this stuff resolved, we would have been better off. But this being season two, you didn't get a season one. Now y'all at the clubhouse, y'all the brown folks, and it's just, it doesn't. Jordan got dressed in the dark because ain't no way she thought that was fly. That was fly. Oh my God. Yeah, they do a terrible job of promoting the show. I mean, her body looks amazing. I'll give her that. But it's like, girl, what is that? Is that what does my son eat? Fruit? Is that a fruit roll up? Is that a fruit by the foot? What? And then what? Let me look at it on my phone up close and personal because, child, I don't know what kind of bottom that is. Is that velvet? Is that fuzzy? What is the bottom? Let me get a little zoom action. Yeah, I don't know. Candy apple. Yes, that's what it's giving me. Candy apple, fruit roll-ups, candy apple, all the things. Who is that next to her? Noelle. It's cute. It's a little, it's a little boring, and I would have liked a little something different with the hair. Can't really see the makeup too good, but it's just cute. With purple shoes. None of it goes together, child. Yeah, they do like they're going to the club. And then we got this next set. I have to find a better picture of Nick because I saw another picture of Nick where he looked a little bit better, but it was like whatever. Shanice, she got clothes on. She got little bows on her shoes. She got a little tablecloth dress. I mean, the hair is it's it's a dress, y'all. It's a dress. It looked like Lady Gaga. Yeah, the Wish version that Timu, or look, Tamu, because they took out a whole Super Bowl ad, and Mama named it Timu. I'ma call it Timu. But yeah, child, it was not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she needed a stylist though. Like, if you're gonna try to make a statement, if you want to try to make a statement, let's make the right one. Because it's this dominatrix on the top, and I don't know what on the bottom. I get dressed in a target too if I had to be cramped. Oh, we at the clubhouse? Oh, let me just go in my closet and put on whatever I got. And let's just go. Let's just go. Shit. Who cares? Amir looks like he's going to eat on the beach somewhere. He said, oh, it's Martha's Vineyard. So, whatever. I want to show you his little arms, give you a little buff daddy with the arms, but it's underwhelming. But I'm not very happy with Amir this season. I mean, wasn't that happy with him last season, but it's even worse. Yes, that's what I said. Shanice got clothes on. Shoot, they ain't look that bad because they said she couldn't dress, and we about to get into that. I seen from the little clip too. I think I reposted it on my Twitter from somebody. It was, oh God, I don't want to mess up the person's name. No, there was no reason to go all out. Like, I'm just going in my closet and see what I can throw together, y'all. Ew. Alex is trying to give us fashions. He's trying to be Nick. He got a little boutonniere and his little, lapel. I don't know what these Air Force. Well, no, those look like dunks. I don't, child. Here comes the bride. Mother of the. I don't know. I don't know, Alex. I don't know. No. We told him to dress down for the lights. He shouldn't have been having his arms out either. Put them arms up, Nick. I mean, not Nick. Put them arms up, Amir. Put them up. Jeez. Shanice may have been best dressed for the ladies. We got a couple more. But so far. Mm-hmm. You don't like the bell bottoms on Alex. Yeah, because that with the nicely tailored, and then it looks like the pants don't fit over the shoes, and then the shoes just like it don't need to go with that. It was like somebody told him like he was doing a reunion. Like, I wore a tuxedo to my son's 16th birthday, so I get the look, but then it was like sneaker ball at the bottom. I don't, the jacket is ugly AF, JB. Jeez. Tough crowd. I'm trying to. Yeah, never mind, y'all. We got two more slides to look at. Oh, what happened to my slide? You know what? YouTube play all day. All darn day. Didn't even want them come out? Okay. All right. You know what? Let's try this. I'm so mad. I'm just looking at it. I'm not looking at a black screen. It's on my phone. Hold on a second, y'all, because I really want to see these other two looks. Because we had Preston and Shanice. Look, nobody told you to do that. Jesus. Remove from the studio. So I gotta take this one off. Because we got Preston in his pink with his hat, and that's not Shanice. Jasmine, and then we got Bria and Summer. Hold on 1 second, you guys. You don't like Alex's look at all. All right, let's do this. And let's do this. And now let's see if I add it back in. If it will give me my last two slides. If not, I'm just going to call it quits because it is what it is. As much as I don't see it for her, Bria was best dressed as a woman. Yeah, Bria's wasn't. Yeah. The fit was a little bit off. Hold on, I'm looking to see. Okay. Yay! Did me all the way dirty. Okay, so we got Preston and Jasmine. Jasmine's blonde. It's giving Stepford wife. I'm trying to zoom and see what this dress is hitting for. Next. Preston. Yeah, I know Preston be killing it with them little eraser hats. That's his signature. And the suit is okay. I don't like the Prince boots, but you know. Yeah. Bria's hair. Let's see. Look. Please let us have gotten the last one. There we go. Yeah, because Bria's hair be looking like I like this dress, but it's just I don't know what this fit at the top leaves something to be desired. And Bria always stands like you have to lean into the pigeon-toedness of it all. And I don't like her shoes. Her hair is looking nice. Something with the fit on the dress. And Summer looks like she don't want to be here. Her dress is okay. It's just plain. Her hair looks all right. She looks like, I just came so I wouldn't get fined. Preston, baby. Tic Tac shoes. It's giving you Prince vibes. It's giving you Purple Rain. Well, not Purple Rain, but Bria's hair. Woo! Listen, And it's so funny because I remember season 1, I don't know what they're saying Bria does now, but I thought they said something about Bria and fashion and going together. And when she walked in, she had like this camo jacket on. I was like, yes, it's gonna be my fashion girly because I used to be a fashion girly back in the day. I got to get back into it, okay? Because since the panorama of things, it's just sweats and jeans and sweats, leggings and all of that. But I thought I was just like really gonna vibe with her fashion, and then I was like, wah, 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 wah. Yeah. So there's that. Some of these ladies are too heavy and the dresses give nothing at the bottom. Oh, this is what yeah. The dresses are too heavy, you mean? Yeah, it's definitely giving nothing at the bottom. And sometimes like something like because Bria's looks like it needs something at the top. I don't know whether she needed some of that tape to like lay the dress down on the girls properly or something. She got the Vanna white dress on. A T. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, top. Okay, top heavy. Yeah, because I was looking at Bria even look a little busty here. Now I know they said that about Jasmine because they were like, now when she was pregnant, like, oh, you're a little extra, extra voluptuous. Fashion Alliance. Okay. I have to go back and watch. I promise you it said something. Now I know they were all Playboy bunnies, but I saw something to do with something with fashion. And I was like, okay. Like I said, her first look she came in was cute, but for the rest of the time, she just, the rest of the season and even this season, it's like, sometimes she look all right and sometimes she don't. I mean, I don't even want to say she looked better than Shanice and do the whole summer thing because Shanice don't be having clothes on most of the time, child. So there's that. And then we're gonna get something about that in the reunion because she was like, well, you asked to borrow my something. And she's like, yeah, because I could style it better. I said, oh, I mean, it is wearing it versus styling it. Go check the TikTok streets, baby. Wearing it versus styling it. Bria is giving legally blonde, but in black. Legally black. What's the name was giving me legally blonde too? Was it Shanice? Yeah, this one, this little plaid. I think that's plaid. Was giving me that vibe too. But yeah, guys, that was it. I'm glad y'all were here to help me talk through it because it wasn't that much to talk about, because the finale wasn't finaleing. But I digress. This season has been it's a little bit of a roller coaster. We're gonna get the drama for the reunion, although I'm not really mad about that, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. At least you won't be crying. At least you'll be crying. We'll just take this, the fussing and the fight and all of that. Anybody that's coming through on the replay, leave a comment, hashtag replay. Let me know that you stopped by. Give me an emoji, a little something, something, something. It was a lackluster finale. Yeah, the reunion is supposed to be giving us what needs to be gave, but I just feel bad because I feel like we're about to leave these people's friendships in shambles. But no, whatever. I'd slap. I'd slap Alex was inside. Oh, not you'd slap Alex was inside me in her mouth. Oh. Yes, we're not here to condone violence, but yeah, her mouth was definitely definitely giving me girl, please. Oh my god. And then he went up there on what happened. Watch what, even though she did not give him high reviews on Watch What Happens Live either. I was like, no, so neither one of y'all is gonna have no decorum, and y'all just gonna let Angie sit there and be messy. Oh, okay. That's what we doing. I didn't even look to see because I watched this on. I taped it on my DVR, but then I watched it on Peacock, so I didn't even look to see if there was I'll watch What Happens Live with them after it. Let me see. Probably not because they got the reunion. And I was wondering, I'm like, are they not going to not do the reunion because it's Memorial Day weekend? But nope, they said, let's just go ahead and get it out the way. Oh, yeah, somebody was on Watch What Happens Live, which is an hour and a half. So I'm going to have to go watch that and see what happens. It don't really never be nothing to talk about. But if it is, I'll bring it back. And we'll talk about it right before the reunion. We'll go over these if my guest is able to join me, we'll go over these fashions one more time. And that was it. Yeah. That was her identity this whole season. Yep, it was. And I feel like I said, I feel like had he not responded to her the way he did, we might have got something different out of her this season. But since he was like shoe fly shoe, she was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna walk around being giving us Wicked Witch vibes, ready to slap a hoe at all times. Like, ma'am, it's not even that serious. And then Noelle was supposed to be your friend. That's why she said she's sick of you, girl. Oh, Nick was on Watch What Happened. Okay. Yeah, I do want to hear what Nick has to say because I feel a little bad for him I felt bad for him episodes 8 and 9 with the whole Shanice and Bria and Noelle and Tasia and Natalie thing. Summer and Jordan, I feel like were well within their rights. That was their friends, you little you get a little handsy and tap people and fine. Okay. I got them type of friends too. You be like, okay, give me about 5 feet. All right, thank you. So I think the conversation was warranted. He treaded lightly. And I think as his friends, since he already spoke about it, he will correct what he needs to correct. They all need to lay a little bit off the libations, but I digress. But yeah, that last part, but that was nasty work, as they say. Also, please help your girl get to 500. This road is so long and lonely. No. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to all my new subscribers, and all of you have been here from day one, and just this whole beautiful community for supporting your girl. I didn't think nobody was coming up here tonight, but I was like, after yesterday and the night that I had and the stuff, I was just like, you know what? Let's get it done tonight. So this weekend we can get into the things we need to get into this weekend. I guess this is my first thing of the week. We won't rehash this past week, and just check my community tab for the uploads. I think I'm going to try to give you guys a first reaction to the Never Ever Mets tomorrow. And then Saturday, the Ultimatum South Africa reunion. That will probably be pre-recorded, but I have to see how I feel. And then Sunday, because I don't want to do too much on Sunday, even though I'm off Monday. Sunday will be the Pillowcase Unalivers with I think we're going to be on Inga's channel, Inga and Tamika's Den. And then, like I said, hopefully Monday I can get to the reunion for this thing called Summer House Martha's Vineyard, as we put it all the way to bed. I hope they do too. They really do need to read Natalie through Amir, but Amir looks like a freaking petulant child. Like, because you didn't like Bria, he didn't really want to hear what she had to say, and it was just like, why are you guys having conversation? She's not here to defend herself. Sir, she ain't got nothing to say. We don't give up. Shout out to Miss Misha, okay? Because Lord, we ain't want to hear nothing that lady had to say. She would walk around poking her nose in all daggone season. And like I said, I was mad at Bria. Is it playing? I was mad at Bria that Bria was running information back to the unappreciated Zoa or Ethan. All in the mix. He wrote that she was doing something. She thought she knew all that dirt. She was gonna run that back. Finish enjoying your lovely Thursday night with weekend.